quiet rant there that I was going through. Um, was I was approached a couple months ago, right? And I was approached a couple months ago in Georgetown at the William Rainey Park, where they were displaying the Harriet Tubman statue, and I was out there taking pictures because it had been the Andrews prior to that, and they were doing a thing in Georgetown at the Rainey Park. And so I went out there to take pictures, and then I ran into this lady by the name of Janet, right? And Miss Janet, she had been seeing me on the podcast, and so she had some issues with my critique of Black politicians in Georgetown County. Now, I found that to be super ignorant, because here's this older Black lady who's supposed to be intelligent telling me, looking me in my face and honestly, seriously telling me, she said, hey, you should not criticize the Black politicians because the white politicians will take what you say and use it against the Black politicians. And I said to this racist fool, I said, so I shouldn't criticize them even if what they're doing is wrong, if I find what they're doing is wrong. And this person had no problem saying, yeah. So she's taking the time to write this long piece that I am not reading all of that. Okay. You need to be able to express yourself in a timely manner. Okay. And you want to defend Everett Carolina in the face of all of the evidence. If you found 100 things and you found one of those things could be not quite that, you're going to just throw away the 99. Your mentality, your type of thinking is the problem in Georgetown County. This is why we can't really get no traction, because of people that think like you. People that would defend ignorance. Somebody like yourself that would not go and spend a dime, spend a penny in finding the information that you need. And guess what? Most of the time, that information is right at your damn fingertips. But you, okay, you wanna seem like you just this pro-Black and you support everything Black. That's the last thing that's needed in Georgetown County right now. Because you and your mentality and your type, it ain't work. It hasn't worked. It ain't been working. You hear everybody talking about the affordable housing issue tied to Everett Carolina. Now, I wanted to disrespect you that day. I wanted to just curse you out, like seriously, for even, I don't know what makes people think they can talk to people like that. Like, but it was some kids there. So I said, you know what? I'll just be quiet, because you're not harmless, because ignorance is not harmless. A person like you can literally take the information, and you guys got to realize sometimes you can't waste time trying to explain something to people that don't want the answer. They don't want the answer. They want a problem, period. So you offer them the solution, you offer them an answer, and that's not, no. This is why we can't get fair-minded politicians. This is why we're going through this process now of getting rid of these clowns. I mean, wrote a whole long paragraph. I mean, not paragraphs, multiple paragraphs. You can never make it on Twitter. You're too slow. You wouldn't be able to express yourself in 100 characters or less. I don't think you'd be able to cut it, ma'am. Sat right at that thing. I mean, and just the idea of that, what Harriet Tubman stood for, what, and there was this person telling me, No. You must support it if it's black. I don't care how ineffective it is. You're supposed to, put all that aside and just be a damn racist. Be the racist that you that be that racist person that our people have fought so long to not have to deal with. And you hear all these people. Have you went and talked to the people in Sanford? Santee, have you heard any of the conversations? Can you defend this clown calling somebody? He don't call me. I talk junk about him on Facebook all the time. He got my number. 803-633-5103. Tell his ass to call me. But this man gets on the phone, calls harassing. Can you defend this here, Janet? Crazy Eyes, you Crazy Eyes too.
Carolina, 843-902-7632. My team just directed me to a post that you have here. I'm asking for myself. Can anyone please tell me if Sanford Park has any type of improvement? Well, you have a Sanford community organization that I was at, and I believe Cecilia Ragg is the chairperson. And we had a meeting with people from Sanford St. Paul, Sanford Pennyroyal, and Woodland at your senior center. And I brought pictures of the equipment that was going.
When did he bring pictures? This is 8 years. Sanford Park has been there how long? And he's telling you, and I mean, and you defend this. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. And let me something I caught myself saying last night, and I probably said it before, and it's not right. And I was talking about, I made reference to like, well, nobody done anything in the past in Georgetown County when it comes to some of these issues, and that's not true at all. Okay, the only reason I know about a lot of these issues is because somebody done something about it, and it was an arrogant statement, and as I made it, I was thinking about it. You know what I mean? So I cannot discount the work that the NAACP has done in Georgetown County. People like Mr. Marvin Neal, people like Mr. Wesley Gibson, people like some of these people that's been fighting for years and years and years, like Ms. Marilyn Hemingway, Donald Gilliard. You see all these folks' name in the paper at these county council meetings, frontline fighting. I don't see Janet's name there. Nowhere. She's another one of these go along, get along people. And these people are horrible for society, in my humble opinion. But yeah, I just want to give a strong shout out to those folks. And if I said it, you know what I mean? Because I get to rolling and get caught up or whatever. But I'm conscious of what I say. And I thought about that immediately last night after I got off it. When I went back and listened to the podcast, I definitely want to give credit to those folks because there are fighters on the ground in Georgetown County. Again, a lot of these situations, I'm coming to these situations. I'm coming to the results. I'm coming to the end. Coming up. I'm learning about them because somebody did. Somebody was standing guard. Somebody was fighting. So I just want to do that, and I want to make sure I don't do that moving forward, as if I am some kind of special person to be bringing these issues up. I'm literally standing on the shoulders of somebody else that came before me. And I think that's important that you understand that as I'm talking, because again, sometimes I get this going in me and I and we and but that's the real picture. That is the real picture. I mean, this is like so again, today is the second day of early voting for the runoff election in Georgetown County. And these people will say untruths and they'll say that. Offer the truth then. If you're going to say it's not true, show us the truth. Now, that might take some effort. That might take some work that most of these people just aren't willing to put in to get the answers that they need. That reminds me of a conversation I overheard yesterday where, the person was saying, well, these people don't know about, okay, then think about it. Stop and breathe. If you have some information and you walk into a space where they don't have the information, at that time, it's your job to inform them. That's it. It's not your job to go tell somebody else how much other people don't know. If you know and you know they don't know, that's your job right there. And to encourage them to stay in the loop. Nobody's walking around saying, hey, what's up? This is what they send you for the phone. Hey, they having this on this day. Okay. You got to want to be a part of stuff. That's what I'm learning. You need to find out where they're posting the information about this, where I can go and get this. And it's not going to come to your mailbox. And if that's what you're waiting for, you're a time waster. You're a person that you need to be honest with people and just stop wasting people's time and say, hey, look, I'm not interested. And that's fine too. But if you got the information, pass it on. If you come across somebody that hey, they don't know what's going on, inform them. And let's keep it moving. But so yeah, she was like, I think the first part, I read the first part and it just started getting into Google gobble. What's the problem with Evans endorsing? There's no problem with it. Evans can do what he want to do. I'm not saying that it's a problem. What my opinion is that it's crazy how you can get in an election. And the reason why you get into an election is because you want to make a change. You see something wrong and you want to make a change. So you go through this whole process. You get stomped in the election. And then you turn around and you support the guy who you were running against for change, unless you were there to do something else. It's just common sense. And the reason you brought it up is because you see it as common sense. So what's the problem? No, there's no problem. It just looks bad. Okay? And you keep putting, these people, they have a reverend on their name. These, I can't with this lady. But if you would love to have a conversation, because yes, I am being a little disrespectful at this point right now, because the ignorance is just out of there. I wanted to really disrespect you that day in your face when you told me, don't criticize the black politicians. I'll criticize black ones, white ones, Mexicans, Jews, Indians, Catholics, Buddhists, Christians, any one of them that put themselves in the put themselves up as a public leader and don't do their job, they will get criticized. Okay? I am not a racist. Okay? I am an American. I am a human being. Okay? People will tell you, I'll tell them this. I'm more human than I am anything else. So all other racial stuff or whatever affiliation you want to have, I'm more human than that. So, but your kind is a problem. Okay? Your kind is a problem here in Georgetown County. And it's time we move past you guys.